Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video, and we just finished the World Finals for the 2023 season here in Japan. I'm a spectator this weekend for the event. I was literally at the venue just a couple hours ago when it finished as of recording, and we had four Sakazukis in the top four, meaning Sakazuki did win Worlds, and soon after the Worlds was finished, they did announce this new restriction list that Japan is getting on April 1st. No as of this recording too, no knowledge of when and or I guess if this will hit us here in the English meta, but it's a pretty big hit to see Sakazuki again just be clearly the most powerful deck and then it just getting restricted like immediately afterwards. So I'm going to go over my thoughts for it and just kind of go for it too. There's also like a replacement Sakazuki list, our leader that we're going to talk about in a minute too. But real quick, I did want to mention that I did have like kind of a community survey going into this, going over just like what people thought. I put 15 leaders, or not 15 leaders, 15 cards that I thought were the like deserving a hit in a lot of ways, and we kind of did the ratios and we went over that in a whole different video, but kind of the end of the day is that the final results, we did have like the top five was like Rebecca, Gecko Moria, Charlotte Linland, Beige, and Houndblaze, which none of these got hit. We did have Sakazuki as a leader. We had 31 people, so less than 10%, and we also did have Reject, which was additionally less than 10%, less than 5% wanted that one hit. We did have some write-ins for Great Eruption. I think that was the one miss that I had for this one, but yeah, these were hits that I don't think the community was necessarily asking for or were expecting in a lot of ways. I think a lot of people understand that Sakazuki is fine being banned, but not in the sense of I don't think people were asking for it. It definitely wasn't something I was actively asking for, and maybe there's a restriction list that I don't get some partial blame for, but I guess I'll see in the next couple hours. But yeah, so as we mentioned at the beginning of the video, our restrictions are Sakazuki is straight up banned. We have Reject, which honestly, I've never liked this card. As soon as I started doing some OPO6 testing, you guys can check out my streams and testing that I did in the last couple of weeks. This card should not exist. It is such a wonky card. I can't believe they printed it. I'm happy it's getting banned. It should not be around in it. If is it enough of a ban to make yellow playable, like just like not broken next set? Probably not. I do think that yellow is going to be good moving forward, but again, we don't know if we're getting this at release of OPO6 or OPO7. Honestly, if I'm going to guess, I'm going to guess it's closer to like OPO7 times than the beginning, mostly because usually when they ban a card that's in the set, at least they do this for Digimon, they do give us like a couple of weeks to play with it, and then they do ban it afterwards. So I'm guessing that's what it's going to be like here. I don't think they're going to ban Reject on release. I think that if we get and slash when we get the restriction list, it's going to be closer to OPO7 than OPO6 launch. But we'll see that when that announcement's made. And then Great Eruption. I think that this card has proven itself to be very good and versatile in leaders that can help use the effect. Rob Lucci is really great with Great Eruption, so being able to mitigate that I think is strong. You just don't go minus, and I think the only thing that held this card back was good cards to combo with it. Right, we had like Sakazuki from set 2, but you have to like discard another card, so you didn't really do anything plus. And now that we have like Gecko Moria, now that we have like Rob Lucci and all these cards that don't really go minus and hand advantage to be able to get the pop of stuff, Great Eruption is really great. It just puts stuff into range for free. For one Dawn, you get Cycle. It's just never kind of dead. So I'm honestly pretty okay with this card getting hit. It wasn't on my radar in the sense of it, but the more I talked about it, the more I thought about it. I think that this is a card that I think deserves the hit as well. So we have that there. So honestly, I'm not too upset with any of these outright. I think these are all kind of candidates for cards that will maybe open up a new meta. I know some people are worried about yellow. This is a knee-jerk reaction because this restriction list has only been out for like 2 hours, but we'll see if yellow is able to kind of fill the space. But again, like Japan has a completely new format with OPO7, so we'll see what that looks like for them. Lastly, we do get like a compensation Sakazuki leader, as I mentioned. Shouts to the One Piece trading card game Discord for the translation for this guy. But it's a new card, not errata. It says it's the same stuff. It's a new card number 2. It's a promo. So this is not like an errata. It is essentially an errata without being an errata. It has an activate main once per turn. You may discard one card from your hand with the Navy type. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost for the turn. That's, I'm going to be honest, there's no cycle and only cost reduction. This guy seems really, really bad, especially when you consider that he's a 4 life leader as well. This seems like almost like an like I want to say like almost like a joke card that they printed this, because it doesn't seem like it's anywhere near playable. I think there's just better leaders for all of this. I do know like Houndblaze is a good card that you get to use with this, but you don't really. So I don't know. I don't know. It's nice that we get a replacement leader, but man, this one is not great. Not great in any regard. So maybe there's going to be a way to play it. Maybe I'm wrong with it. Blue and black do have a lot of good color combinations with the cost reduction and removal strategies. Houndblaze is still a good card, and Navy does have like a lot of great cards to deal with and make board advantage and everything, especially since we get more support in OP06. But yeah, just a wild. I don't know. We'll see. It feels like it's bad, but I guess we'll see when that kind of comes out. So, anyways, that's really it. That's what I have for this video. It's pretty just quick and dry, but I want to go over my thoughts for it. I guess we will see if this is the meta where yellow is finally the boogeyman. I know it's been like the projected boogeyman for OP03 into now, where people are like, oh man, if anything happens to the meta deck, yellow's going to be insane. And then we've seen that happen a little bit, but then it just never becomes insane. But maybe if this gets reacted in OP06, that might be the case. If it's an OP07, which it is in Japan, I don't think yellow's going to be the best deck, but I don't know that meta super well right now. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So honestly, I like having restriction lists, and I do like having unique metas. So I kind of hope this is in some of our OP06, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I do. So that's going to be it for this one. Let me know what you guys think about this restriction list, and I'll catch you all next time.